welcome back to our channel. We are the Limitless Podcast. We have disappeared for a while, lakini life happened and we are back, bigger and better, with a very interesting topic today. Remember when we started, we promised we are going to also cover true crime stories, and today we are back with a very interesting one. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. If you're a new subscriber, karibu sana, karibu. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always staying with us and continuing this journey with us. Yeah, I'm Mombi.
Shiro,
Let's get started.
let's get it going. Good morning, guys. Yeah, so in today's true crime episode, what I prepared was it is true crime, but it is also knowing the history of the world. So I specifically picked a woman because women
We rule the world.
rule the world and women killers are interesting.
Ruthless.
And they are very, very interesting.
Yeah.
Yes. To me,
To me also.
yeah, you know, when a woman kills, it's just
Amefika kilele.
amefika kilele, then, you know, yeah, so let's get into it.
Fun fact, before we begin, I don't know the story.
She doesn't.
She's telling it for the first time. She's sharing it with me also for the first time. So
time.
my expressions, my wow, ni legit. Sijui his story. So let's get started.
So this lady is German, and she's Irmgard Ilse Ida Grese.
Yeah,
hizo zote. So but anaitwa in short ni Irma Grese. Irma is IRMA and Grese is GRESE. But from here onwards, I'm going to refer to her as she, so that you don't come at me with spellings.
And pronunciation.
Sijui Kijerumani.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she was born to her mother, Bertha, and her father, Alfred. They were both dairy workers. She was born on 7th October 1923. She was the third of 5 children. There were 3 girls and 2 boys. In 1936, her mother died by suicide after drinking hydrochloric acid, following the discovery of her father's affair with a local pub owner's daughter. Yes. And after her poor, in 1937, Alfred joined the Nazi party and remarried the dad. And remarried in 1939. Na history kidogo ya this chick Grese Irma, her sister Helen said that in primary school, when girls were quarreling and fighting, her sister Irma never had the courage to fight. She usually ran away from fights.
Irma mpenda
amani, lakini wow. She's also called the hyena of somewhere. I'll tell you. So in 1938, at the age of 15, she left school. She worked on a farm for 6 months, then in a shop, then at a hospital run by the SS. SS ni Schutzafel. Hey! Schutzafel it was ilikuwa chama ya German. The SS. Hiyo ndio ile symbol yenye inakuanga kwa vitu za Hitler. Yes. So she was working in a hospital run by by the SS for 2 years. So she wanted to join so many things. Her and her sisters wanted to join the League of German Girls, the branch of the Hitler Youth for Girls. You can see where we are headed. To her, exactly, a branch of the Hitler Youth for Girls, but her father forbade it. Yes. But before her 17th birthday, she moved to the SS Female Helpers Training Base, and which was located near Ravensbrück. It was an all-female concentration camp. In 1940, she became an overseer or a guard at Ravensburg and was later transferred to Auschwitz. Auschwitz ni wapi? Kule. Auschwitz the famous. Due to her transfer, she had a falling out with her father the same year because si baba yao hakuwa anataka wa join the SS entourage. So he expelled her from his house. Actually, what this chick did, alivaa hiyo uniform, akaenda kwa baba yake. She went to her father's house like I've joined nini. Yeah, so babake akamchapa, the father beat her and expelled her from his house. So in early 1945, Grese accompanied a prisoner evacuation transport from Auschwitz to Ravensburg. In March, she went to Belsen. Bado tu na prisoners. Bas. Sasa, ako job sasa kwa Hitler, Auschwitz. So, she Madam Manot. So, so tumefika ameanza job kwa concentration camp. Auschwitz. Na akarudi Auschwitz. So, when she was back at Auschwitz, she rose to the rank of senior SS supervisor. This is the second highest rank achievable for female members of the SS. This rank is very important because were it not for this rank, she wouldn't have done the things she did. It gave her almost unrestricted freedom to execute prisoners, and this chick really abused people. She really abused people. So, she was in charge of 30,000 women prisoners. Na kwa hao 30,000 kuna survivors. That's how we know the things that we know exactly. She had 3 tools. She had a whip, a pistol, and heavy boots. A common thing for Irma to do, she used to whip prisoners wake ni female. She used to whip them across their breasts. Why? Yes. So, she had, at the end of her whip, she had a braided wire. Braided. At the end of her whip. So, when you whip, inatoka na ngozi, and her prisoners used to, they used to contract very many infections from the open wounds. Yeah. Exactly. From the open wounds. Amekuchapa, amenichapa. If you had an infection, it's come to me, blah, blah, blah. So they will subsequently be operated on without anesthesia. This is where Nini and Grese will attend these operations. And of course, she's reveling in glee. She's like, because the victim is in pain. She's screaming. Exactly. Okay. There's an inmate physician called Gisela, and she has recounted how these episodes fueled Grese with sexual excitement. That's why I've told you female criminals are very, very interesting. She also made use of 2 police dogs, which she would order to attack her victims. And there are accounts that say that she will tie the legs of inmates who are about to give birth. No. Yeah, so sicheki kwa sababu mimi ni sadistic, nacheka reaction yake. So you can imagine when you're about to give birth, you hapo kwa labor, and then your legs are tied together. It gets to a point when you're giving birth, you just want your legs apart because first of all of the pain, and then of course unasikia kuna kamtu kanatoka. Oh. Yeah. Oh. There are accounts that state she had an affair with the infamous Joseph Mengele. Yeah, I know Joseph Mengele. The one for history. You did history in high school. History is the one for who used to operate. Joseph Mengele alikuwa anafanya kazi na Hitler. Yeah. Na alikuwa anafanya experiments on human beings. I don't remember very well, but the name is just iko hapo.
Mengele.
So rumors arrived that she had an affair with Mengeles.
Joseph Mengele. But
Yes.
in German, I'm sure hawaitwi Mengele. Pronunciation ya Mengele in German is not Mengele.
It's not Mengele.
It's just that. Yeah, Mengele.
Note that Joseph Mengele is known as the angel of death. So it's said that she had an affair with him and actively participated in the selection processes with him over who lived and who died.
My gosh.
She also had affairs with various female inmates, which prompted Mengele to break off his sexual relations with her. An inmate who witnessed one of her sexual acts relates how on one occasion Grese tormented a Georgian man who refused her advances by making him watch as she dragged the man's lover around by the hair and whipped her naked body. So Charlie amemkata, akaenda akachukua girlfriend ya Charlie,
akamtocha,
akashika nywele, anamvuruta, anamwhip. Of course, you know, hapo katikati there's so many things. Hiyo whip yake yenye iko braided at the end. Yeah. Then after that, she had the man shot and sent the woman to the camp brothel.
Wow. Yes. And I'm sure the men there were very ruthless.
Yes. As the end neared for Hitler's reign, her cruelty increased in frequency and intensity. So what we are saying is that towards the end of Hitler's reign, she became worse and worse.
Depression.
She became
Irma became worse and worse.
So she any small mistake, poof, either unachapwa. Of course, you know, when I'm stomping on you with my boots and takanyanga mali nataka. Woe unto you if you're a pregnant inmate. She's not going to be so happy. And with you and things, of course, what waliumia, people were hurt during that time. Yes. So Germany was defeated,
but this question, my question is, when she was growing up, she didn't like confrontations, she didn't like fight.
Yes.
So how come she turned out to be this evil? Because I'm like, if I didn't like fights when I was young, I believe that when I grow up, I still won't like, you know, violence. So I'd like to, if there's where wamesema how she turned out to be, ama ni baba yake ama.
First of all, during that time,
ama ni grudge,
families were not that stable. Ukumbuke, that time, unaona, that rank that she rose to was the highest for a female. Meaning males could go higher. So there was no balance in life. Exactly. In our next topic, there was no balance. So there was very, and then unajua people, we have really evolved.
Yeah, we have.
If you look at even your relationship with your husband and your mother's relationship with her husband and your grandmother's relationship with her husband, zinakuja zikibadilika. Kitambo, the things that our men are doing for us out in the open, our fathers used to do for our mothers in secret. Like, babe, I love you, nini, hakukua. And like mom tells us, mkiwa wadogo, dad used to take care of you.
Like, this man that does not even know where the kitchen is now.
Exactly. He used to cook nini. But as you grow up, anaenda kiachilia hizo.
Yeah.
But now our husbands, you know, like my husband can take my son to the kitchen. Leo ni siku ya maboys kupika. So it's the same even kitambo. Gender roles were not balanced. And the men used to be men. And the women used to be slaves.
The women were womening.
The women were womening and the men were mening. For lack of a better word. So ilikuwa so difficult. That's why you hear he has had an affair, I commit suicide. Siku hizi akihave an affair na wewe pia unakanyanga
una have an affair.
Ukiendanga.
Okay, kuna wale watahave an affair.
Kuna wale watahave an affair
na kuna wengine
open na kuna wale wataenda.
Ati
ana nini? How
a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye. Okay. She's very cruel.
She's very cruel considering she's a woman. No, I haven't come across a place where she had children.
That was
also she was executed after Germany lose, Britain will take over na wakawashika all those people who were and they were sentenced to death because all the Grese and 2 other concentration camp workers were convicted for crimes committed at Auschwitz and Belsen and sentenced to death.
Yeah, they deserved it.
Yes, and as the verdicts were being read, she remained defiant up to the end. Yani hakuna mali aliwaisema pole or anything. Also, to answer your question as to why we haven't seen any like violence in her younger years, hatuwezi ona because she started working for the SS at 15. She was very young. But also that time, remember, people were so cruel.
So still,
my imagination is she was exposed to cruelty at a very tender age. At 15 sahi mtoto bado anaona cocomelon kidogo.
Yeah, what? Your brain is, but at 15 your brain is still,
she's still in her formative years.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's Grese. The night before her execution, udem alikuwa badass. She sang Nazi songs until the early hours of the morning. And in the morning of 13th December 1945, she was led to the gallows.
So, how was she, whatever, executed?
She was hung by long drop hanging.
Unaweka kwa building juu na kamba hapa, sindio?
The long drop process.
And then drop down. Si shingo inatoka?
Okay, si kwa building, unahangiwa, nilikuwa nakutafutia picha. Unahangiwa, si kwa building, but ni ile ya gallows. Umeona ni ile ya mbali. Ile ya mbali.
Okay.
So she was executed.
What about her sisters and her brothers?
Hata sikubother kwenda kunini.
But her sisters didn't join the SS?
No, hapana, hakuna mali na nini.
Where? There's a story I read about how Hitler escaped death like twice before he became Hitler. So like kulikuwa na, I think, a lot of war. Anapatikana anaenda kuexecutiwa and then huyo mtu anamwambia akaenda akakataliwa art school. Akapatikana tena akaenda kuexecutiwa akahurumiwa and then sasa akakuja akakuwa Hitler mwenyewe. So now mimi nakaanga nafikiria the person who saved him ama the person who didn't kill him alikuwa anaona what this man turned out to be, because Hitler is one of the most cruel people I've ever read. Hiyo time yetu, unajua siku hizi even if such things happen, they happen chini ya maji because people will riot, people will take their matters into their own hands, you know. Kitambo unajua kama time ya Idi Amin was also cruel.
Very.
But you see people were not fighting for. Sahi hakuna, dictatorship doesn't work.
It works.
Where?
Kichini ya maji.
Ukweli tunadanganywa na democracy hapa kwa tuma bala tunaambiwa nini. Anyway.
Me, I am not naming names, but we all know dictatorship iko na ina work. Na watu wanapelekwa,
wanatesekwa. So that is the end of Grese.
And that is how Ina alikufa. Irma alikufa.
Grese.
Yeah, so we'll see you in our next episode, guys. We've made it as less graphic as possible. Sindio?
Yeah, we've really tried.
You give us feedback in the comment section, or hit us up in the DM on our page Instagram. We're going to link everything down below. Tell us where we can improve. If you have a case suggestion, share it. The sources need the internet. I just googled nika kila kitu Wikipedia, nikapata all the information yenye ningeget, nikachukua nikacompile. Yeah, so we'll see you in our next video. Bye bye.
Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, don't forget to share, because the only way we are going to tell more stories is if we get more audiences.
Exactly.
Sawa, thank you so much. It's been real. Till the next time.
Bye.
Bye.